I watched a video on here. This woman got ghosted after 7 years. She was on here crying, telling her story how she got ghosted after 7 years after she decided to pick up and move her whole entire life, move across country for this man.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning subscriber, all the love in the world. So today we're going to be talking about why you should not move in with a man and the things you should consider before you move in, for those that want to move in with their boyfriends or their fiancés or whatever. So I'm going to play some videos right now. Let's watch some of those videos and we'll be back to discuss it.
I always advocate for living with a man before you decide to get married to them. My answer now would slightly change. To give you a bit of context, when I was younger, I had a family member go through something really traumatic, and they basically said if I knew what this person was like, I wouldn't have signed up for this. And I'm 30 now, and I've heard that a good few times about the men that some of the people in my family have married. I also went through a really horrible first relationship breakup where my ex cheated on me in my own flat when I was looking after my dad. He had cancer and we thought he was dying. And that was over 2 years into the relationship. I then decided to move in with my last ex of 5.5 years without telling my parents. Now, not saying tell your parents, don't tell them, but do whatever you think is right. But I made the decision, it happened, and I was like, right, there's nothing you can do about this now. But where I'd change my advice here is the fact that I moved into this person automatically thinking we were going to be partners, equal partners, everything was going to be 50-50. Was it 50-50? Absolutely not. I paid the majority of the bills, dealt with stuff that I shouldn't have been dealing with, and I just did not feel like I was being put first when I was putting this person first. The difference with G was, I decided I was ready to move in with him because I felt like I was ready. But this time I decided we are going to talk about where our roles are going to be in the house. Because for me, I own a business. There are certain things I do and do not do, or do and do not want to do. I don't really like cooking. G likes cooking. I was happy cleaning the house. He doesn't like cleaning, but we got a cleaner in the end because it just wasn't happening. All that to say, I made my expectations very clear and I've stuck to them. I am not mothering a man. I refuse to mother a man, and I also refuse to get someone to treat me as if I'm a child. So yes, whilst I do believe that yes, you should move in with a partner before you live with them because you see a lot of things over 24 hours that you normally wouldn't see, I do believe you should take this off life. Take this off life, see what a man's willing to do for you. Not to say you don't do those things back. Make sure you're looked after before he puts a ring on it.
I watched a video on here. This woman got ghosted after 7 years. She was on here crying, telling her story how she got ghosted after 7 years after she decided to pick up and move her whole entire life, move across country for this man, right? Let me tell you why that is the absolute worst idea that you can ever do in your life, especially with no ring on your finger, right? This man is already established in his city, okay? He has everything he needs and everything he wants, and he also knows his way around. He has everything he wants in his city already. You have nothing. So if y'all break up, you are going to have to move out. Okay, and it's going to take you a little bit longer because you have no family, you have no friends, you have no help. He literally allowed you to uproot your whole entire life for him, and now he ghosted you after 7 years. But he waited until you decided to move there so that he could isolate you and so that you could be by yourself. Men will do that. Do not move in with these boyfriends, okay? These dudes definitely don't mean you no good, especially in today's society, right? These men will play with your head and fuck it up until you decide to move in with them, and then they just disregard you like you're trash. And now you have nowhere to go, you have no family, you have nothing. And they will move on with the next bitch. Do not move in with these boyfriends. If you are going to move in with a boyfriend, and make sure you have your own money, make sure you have your own income, make sure you are good, okay, financially. That way, if anything does happen, you can leave with the quickness. I will never encourage a woman to move in with a boyfriend, and I will also never encourage a woman to uproot her whole life for a man. I personally don't think you should be moving in with a man unless you're married, because literally as a boyfriend, he can literally, I'm tired, I'm done with this at any time, like, and you're just like, what? I have nowhere to go, I have no family here, you know that, I moved here so we could be closer together, like, what? And it's always the woman uprooting her life, right? It's never the man moving across country for his woman. You know, it is very, very tricky. I do not recommend. But like I said, if you are going to do it, cool. Just make sure you have move out money or backup money anytime, okay? Because anything can happen. He starts cheating on you, and he's like, well, where you going to go? You have nowhere to go. You ain't got no money. You have nowhere to go. Bam. Now I got you. And now you're stuck, right? He starts beating on you. Well, where you going to go? You ain't got no money. You ain't got no family. You have nowhere to go. Boom, now you're stuck. Just make sure you have your own, okay?
Lots of places you can stay. I don't know where to stay. I don't know where to stay. I don't have this. Some of them I don't they lie. Stop living with a man that is not married to you. I'm appealing. They will damage you. Let me tell you something. A lot of men do not love you. They are just keeping you because you are vulnerable, because you are available, because you are manageable, and because you are a small girl, you are naive. So men are just keeping you around them because they can cheat you. You are the one that they can afford at that moment. You are the one that will not stress them. You are the one that they will not pay bills. That's the reason why they are keeping you. A lot of you women need to understand the difference between love. That thing many men are doing with you is not love. Some of them are using you. It's just using. I'm begging a lot of young girls because I've seen most of you go and debase yourself because of accommodation. You're looking for where to stay, so you pack it and go and live with a man. The man will not turn you to sex machine, sex order. And there's some of you that are actually dating. You pack and go and live with your boyfriend, someone that is not married to you. Tomorrow you're going to be shouting, they break my heart, they break my kids. Out there. That means to break your heart when you pack it to go and has he paid your bride price? Has he paid your bride price? Eh? I said, let me do this video and tell you the disadvantage of packing and going to live with a man that is not married to you. See finish. They will come on. You that is a fine girl, he will see you finish. He will see you finish. After using you, he will dump you like a piece of cake. You see your eyes shining. Don't used to hear a word. As fine as you are, you go and a man will be commonizing you. Close leg. Close your leg. Let him have some value. Let him miss you. Not to go and spread leg every time like chicken. All the knack that you have been giving him, did he stay? I've told you that sex does not keep this man. They will still do anything that they want to do. Go and add value to yourself. Get a job. Get something, even if it's one room, even if it's to pair with your friends. Manage. Elevate yourself. Every time, man, you're looking for a man to pair with. I will violate your face. See how fine you are. Just see this. See how pretty you are. Don't look at yourself. Look. Go to the mirror now. Go to the mirror. Rush to the mirror, guys. Go to the mirror now. Look at yourself. Just look at yourself. Fine girl. Look at yourself. See shape. Look at that. Fine girl. See your face. See fine smile. See your legs. Hi. See how pretty you are. You go and sit down for one small boy to be debasing you just because he gave you accommodation. Just because you are lazy to walk. Just because you are lazy to add value for yourself. Ordinary accommodation. Then person will keep you for house. They open your leg, open up and down like wardrobe. Add some value to your name. Stop disgracing us now. I should just give you some, good advice as a big auntie that I am. I love you now. What? Pack your load and leave his house now. Pack your load and get out of his house now. You don't have accommodation. Go to your father's house. Just leave his house. Stop living with a man that's not your husband. She'll marry you.
Hey, this is Coach T here. I wanted to talk to my single ladies again. One big mistake single ladies make is moving in with a man who they are not married to. That's a huge mistake. You don't want to do that to yourself. Okay? You move in with this man and you sleep with him regularly, you cook for him, you clean for him, and some women go to the extent of having kids for these men. Okay, they have kids, they have businesses, they have properties together, and they stay together for almost 10, 15 years, and these dudes don't want to get married to them, and they keep asking them, when you want to get married to me? And they be like, why are we getting married? We're already living together as husband and wife. Okay, you don't want to give yourself so easily or so cheaply to these dudes. Okay, let them pursue you, let them earn you, let them work for you. In the Bible, what's the name? Jacob, when he wanted Rachel, her father allowed him to work for her for 7 years, and then he misled him and gave him Leah. After he realized that Leah was not the right woman, her father told him to work for additional 7 years. In total, in 14 years, he had to work to get Rachel. Although yes, he married both of them, but Rachel was the main woman. He worked 14 years to get the woman that he wanted. So why can't you allow these men to work for you? Why can't you allow them to pursue you? Let them earn you. Okay, don't give them yourself so easily. Don't give them husband and wifey benefits so easily, because they're not going to get married to you. I'm telling you, you're going to sit there and going to cry. Oh, you don't want to get married to me, but you allow yourself to you allow him to treat you the way he's treating you. You need to put a price tag on you because you are very precious. You are God's masterpiece. You are his precious daughter. Do not allow any man to take advantage of you. Let him earn you. Let him, don't just. The only time God allow a man to leave his home to get married to a woman is, the only time God allow a man to leave his home is when he's married. Okay, so cohabitation is wrong. According to statistics, 60% of people who cohabit, they end up not getting married. Okay, so if you want to get married, you are pursuing marriage, don't make that mistake to move in with a man who is not married to you. Okay, you stay to your parents' house, let him come and do the right thing. Okay, let him respect you. Okay, let him come to your parents and take your hands in marriage and take you home. Then he can get all the wifey and husband benefits, but don't give them to him before marriage.
Do not move in with him. Take it from me, do not move in with him. Please, ladies, if you've never lived alone at your own apartment, do not move in with a guy. If you've only been dating for less than a year or two, do not move in with him. These men are so different once you're behind closed doors with them. It's insane. It's like they have this complete switch once they get comfortable, a different level of comfortable with you. If you're in your early 20s, enjoy your early 20s. You have the rest of your life to move in with a man. Do not do it now. Like, please do not do it now.
So there's something I'm always very scared about, and in Nigeria we call it see finish. Now there are different stages of see finish. See finish, if I'll explain, is when you and your partner get too familiar with each other. I really don't know how to explain it for those that are not Nigerians, but over familiarity. Thank you. And now there are different stages of over familiarity. There are different stages of see finish. There's a see finish that happens when you are in a relationship with a guy. There's a see finish that happens when you are now married to a guy. And even in the marriage, there are levels to the over familiarity. Why would you allow see finish for marriage happen when you are in a relationship with a guy? That's the question. Because when you move in with him, you people are technically married, even though you are not married. You guys wake up together, go to work together, like your bags are in his house. This guy would be very over familiar with you to the extent that he might not even rate you anymore because he has not married you. Okay, I don't even know how to explain, but at that point you are giving him wifey benefits in quotes because you are now living with him. He's now very responsible for you. There are some girls that will even go there and they're not working anymore. They're now housewives. Some will even get pregnant, start giving birth, commit a lot of removing children and all of those things. And it is so unnecessary. It is so unnecessary. People that live with their boyfriends, I wonder how you guys do it, because I don't like see finish. And see finish is very inevitable when you do that. So think about some certain things before you move in with a guy. In fact, don't even move in. It is not advisable to move in with a guy. You can cohabit at intervals, maybe stay like weekends, 3 days, 4 days, maybe a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. If you really want to stay that long, to get to know each other, because there are some things you would never know if you're not staying with somebody. But don't move in. When you stay with your boyfriend, please go to your father's house or go to your own house or something. Maybe with someone that you're not married to. It doesn't make the guy respect you. And even if he would want to get married to you, or even if he wanted to get married to you, he would be too comfortable and too complacent, about the whole thing, that you just find out that you people have been living together for 5 years and this guy has not even moved an inch to wifing you up or something like that. So I don't recommend it. It's not a good thing. If maybe you are stranded and you want to stay with your man for a while before you find your place, or maybe something like that, that's understandable. But like moving in while you're in a relationship with the objective of like living with this guy, you guys, some people even parent together, some people you start taking, guys, it's not advisable. What do you think? I would like to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think women should be able to move in and live with their boyfriends? Is it something you advise somebody to do? Is it something you advise your sister to do? I really want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. If you like this video, please leave a comment, like, share. My name is Benita. Subscribe to my channel and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.